eyes sparkled with good humor. Her caramel hair was pulled into a tight French twist, and the sophisticated hairstyle allowed James to gape over how thin Lucy's face had become since the beginning of the summer. "Have you lost more weight?" he asked. She nodded. "I'm doing a protein diet right now. It's really helped me get toned, and I'm not as hungry as I used to be. Maybe the rest of the supper club should give it a try." She examined herself in the rearview mirror. "I think gorging on all that Mexican food over the winter might not have been the best idea for a dieting group. Between the enchiladas and the donuts at the station all spring, this summer has been all about my being more disciplined." "Those enchiladas tasted good going down," James said, as he eyed her uniform, beige pants and a chocolate-brown shirt bearing an embroidered shield. He took a step closer to the cruiser and peered in the window at the gun belt strapped around Lucy's waist. "Wow." He looked her over, unaware that his blatant ogling of her body could very well be perceived as too forward or even downright rude. Luckily for James, Lucy was too flattered by his attention to be offended. "It's been a while since we've all been together," she said, clearly pleased to be the source of James's admiration. She turned off the car engine and relaxed in her seat. "I'm excited about getting back to our regular dinner meetings tomorrow night." "Me too," James replied. "I can't believe how busy we've all been. I guess we all needed a change of scenery. Every one of us has been out of town, just on different weekends." "Speaking of getting out of Dodge, how was the beach?" Lucy's tone was purely conversational, but the brief blaze that entered her eyes warned James that a full interrogation was imminent. When he hesitated, she quickly added, "Did Murphy go with you?" Here it was, the moment James had dreaded for over 5 months. He was finally going to have to tell Lucy that Murphy Alistair, editor and reporter of the Shenandoah Star-Ledger, was officially his girlfriend. The supper club members knew that James and Murphy had been dating, but James had never made it clear that they were serious enough to take a vacation together. In truth, James had had a wonderful spring with Murphy. They went to the movies, local plays, music shows, and a slew of events all over the valley because Murphy needed to glean material for her articles. When they weren't hiding away in a mountain inn or browsing antique shops or farmers' markets, they were at work. They rarely spoke on the phone during the day, but after James left the library, he often went straight to Murphy's. In her neat and tasteful apartment, they shared delicious meals and then made love with the windows open. Soft music swirled through her bedroom, and the stars perched so low in the summer sky that James felt as though they were in danger of being blown away by the oscillating fan on the sill. The only odd thing about their time together was that Murphy preferred for James to sleep in his own bed. She was working on a book, she explained, and did her best writing late at night. When he asked what the book was about, she told him it was a work of fiction, and that she'd give him a complete summary once it was finished. James knew that many people had aspirations to write a book, but found that their dreams never materialized into reality. So he didn't take Murphy's claim about being a novelist too seriously. Still, he respected her desire to give it a shot, and so he'd return home before midnight, feeling much younger than his years as he crept up the squeaky stairs to his bedroom. All in all, James and Murphy had shared 5 blissful months together, and to James, the best part was that they never, ever argued. That is, until Murphy arrived at the beach to spend the 4th of July weekend with him.